Let me start with something very simple. Something many people feel but don't always understand. After the age of 60, the body does not suddenly break down overnight. It's not like a switch turns off. It's slower than that. Quiet, gradual, but very real. You may wake up feeling a little more tired than before. You may notice your legs don't feel as strong. Your skin looks a bit dull. Your memory slips here and there. Most people hear this and say, "That's just aging." And yes, aging is natural. But what if I told you, a big part of this speed of aging is not just age itself. Inside your body, there are millions of tiny processes happening every second. Your cells repair damage, your brain sends signals, your muscles rebuild after use. Your blood carries oxygen and nutrients where they are needed. When you are younger, all of this works fast and smooth. Your body has what it needs. It repairs quickly. It protects itself well.
Pause. But as the years pass, something starts to change. The body still tries to do all these things, but it does not have the same support anymore. One of the biggest reasons is simple. The body is not getting enough of certain key nutrients it depends on every single day. And here is the part many people miss. Even if you are eating regular meals, even if you feel your diet is okay, your body may still be missing something very important. Because as we age, the way our body absorbs nutrients becomes weaker. The stomach does not break down food the same way. The intestines do not absorb vitamins as well. So even good food may not give you what your body truly needs. This is where the problem begins. The body starts running on low support. Think of it like a machine that is still working, but not getting enough oil. It will keep going for some time, but slowly, parts begin to wear out faster. Your energy drops. You feel tired even after rest. Your muscles feel weaker. Simple tasks feel heavier. Your balance may not be as steady. Your mind may feel a little slower. You forget small things. You lose focus more easily. And most people accept this. They say, "I am getting old." But I want you to think differently. What if your body is not just aging, but struggling? Struggling because it does not have what it needs to keep you strong. There is another thing happening at the same time. As we age, the body also faces more stress from inside. Harmful particles, often called free radicals, start building up. These damage your cells. When you are younger, your body can fight them off easily. But later in life, this defense becomes weaker. So now, your body is dealing with two problems at once: less support and more damage. That is why aging seems to speed up after 60. It is not just time passing. It is the body falling behind in what it needs to stay healthy. And this is why some people age faster than others. You may have seen this in real life. Two people of the same age. One looks active, sharp, full of energy. The other feels tired, weak, and slow. The difference is not luck. It is often what their body is getting, or not getting, every day. Now here is the hopeful part. This process can be slowed down. Not by something complex, not by something expensive or hard to follow, but by understanding what your body is missing and giving it the right support again. Because the body still wants to heal. It still wants to repair. It still wants to keep you strong, even after 60, 70, or beyond. But it cannot do it alone. When you start giving your body the right nutrients again, something changes. Energy slowly comes back. Muscles respond better. The mind feels clearer. Even the skin begins to look healthier. It does not happen overnight, but it starts. And it starts from within. So before you blame age, before you accept weakness as normal, ask yourself one simple question. Is my body truly getting what it needs? Or is it silently running low? Because once you understand this, everything begins to change. Now let's move a little deeper into something very important. Because once you understand this part, things start to make real sense. There is one vitamin your body depends on every single day. Not sometimes, not once in a while. Every day. It helps your brain stay sharp. It helps your body make energy. It supports your heart. It even plays a role in keeping your nerves and muscles working the right way. And here is the surprising part. Many seniors are not getting enough of it. Not because they don't care, not because they are doing something wrong on purpose. It happens quietly, slowly, over time. You may be eating normal meals, roti, vegetables, maybe some meat, maybe some rice. It feels like enough. It looks like a proper diet. But this vitamin is tricky. It is not always easy for the body to absorb, especially as we get older. So even if it is present in your food, your body may not be taking in enough of it. And when this happens, the body starts to feel it. At first, the signs are very small. You feel tired more often. You may think, maybe I didn't sleep well. Then it happens again. And again. Your energy is just not the same. You feel drained even after simple tasks. Then your mind starts to slow a little. You walk into a room and forget why you came. You struggle to find the right word. Conversations feel harder to follow. You laugh it off. You say, it's just age. But deep inside, your body is trying to tell you something. This vitamin plays a key role in keeping your brain active. Without it, your brain does not send signals as smoothly. Memory becomes weaker. Focus becomes harder. Your muscles also begin to feel it. They don't respond the same way. You may feel weakness in your legs. Climbing stairs feels harder. Standing for long feels tiring. Even your mood can change. You may feel low, a bit irritated, not as motivated as before. And again, this is often blamed on aging, but there is more to the story. This vitamin is also very important for your blood. It helps in making healthy red blood cells. These cells carry oxygen all around your body. When levels are low, your body does not get enough oxygen, and that leads to tiredness, weakness, and that heavy feeling many seniors describe. So now think about this. Your brain is slowing down. Your muscles feel weak. Your energy is low. Your mood is not the same. And all of this could be connected to just one missing piece. That is why this vitamin matters so much. What makes it even more concerning is this. The body cannot make this vitamin on its own. You have to get it from outside, from food or supplements. And as we talked about earlier, the body's ability to absorb it gets weaker with age. So the gap keeps growing. You need more support, but your body is getting less. This is why so many seniors feel like they are aging faster than they expected. But once this is corrected, something interesting happens. People often say they feel a shift. Not like a sudden miracle, but a steady change. Energy begins to come back. The mind feels clearer. The body feels a little stronger. Daily tasks don't feel as heavy as before. It's like the body finally got what it was asking for. And this is why doctors are paying more attention to this now. Because it's not about adding 10 different things. Sometimes fixing one key deficiency can make a real difference. Now, I am not saying this vitamin will stop aging. That is not real. Aging will continue. But the speed, the way you feel, the strength you have, that can improve. And that matters. Because the goal is not just to live longer. The goal is to live better, to feel active, to think clearly, to move with confidence. And sometimes, it starts with something very simple. Giving your body what it has been missing for a long time. Now let's talk about what really happens inside the body when this vitamin starts to drop. This is the part most people never see, but they feel it every single day. Because the body does not shout at you all at once. It whispers first. You may wake up in the morning and feel a little more tired than usual. Not very heavy, just a slight lack of energy. You stretch, you move around, but that fresh feeling is not there. You think maybe it's just a bad day, then the next day feels the same. This happens because your body is not making energy the way it used to. This vitamin plays a big role in turning the food you eat into usable energy. When it is low, your body still eats, but it cannot use that energy properly, so you feel drained even if you are eating enough. Then slowly, your muscles begin to feel it. Your legs may feel weak. Standing up from a chair takes more effort. Walking a longer distance feels tiring. You may feel a slight heaviness in your arms or legs. Not pain, just weakness. This happens because your muscles depend on signals from your nerves. And those nerves need this vitamin to stay healthy. When levels drop, the signals become weaker, slower, not as clear as before. So your muscles don't respond the same way. Now let's talk about the brain. This is where many people get worried. You start forgetting small things, names, places, why you walked into a room. You pause in the middle of a sentence trying to find the right word. It feels frustrating, sometimes even a little scary. But here is what most people don't realize. This vitamin is very important for brain function. It helps protect the nerves in your brain. It helps messages travel smoothly. When it is low, those messages slow down. That is why memory and focus are affected. And again, people say, this is normal at my age, but not all of it is. Then there is another sign that often goes unnoticed. Your mood. You may feel low without any clear reason, a bit sad, a bit irritated. Small things start to bother you more. You don't feel as interested in things you used to enjoy. You prefer to sit quietly instead of staying active. This is not just emotional. This vitamin also supports the chemicals in your brain that control mood. When levels drop, those chemicals get disturbed, so your mood changes, even if nothing around you has changed. Now think about this. Low energy, weak muscles, poor memory, low mood. All these signs are often treated as separate problems. People take different medicines for each one, but sometimes they all connect back to one root cause, and there is more. Your blood is also affected. This vitamin helps your body make healthy red blood cells. These cells carry oxygen to every part of your body. When the vitamin is low, your body may produce fewer or weaker red blood cells, so less oxygen reaches your organs. That is why you feel tired. That is why you feel short of breath sometimes. That is why your body feels heavy and slow. Your heart has to work harder, your brain gets less oxygen, your muscles don't get the fuel they need, and all of this happens quietly. No loud warning, no clear signal at first, just small changes, building over time. Now here is the important part. These signs are not random, they are messages. Your body is trying to tell you something is missing, but if you ignore these messages, if you keep thinking it's just age, the gap keeps growing, the body becomes weaker, recovery becomes slower, daily life becomes harder, and that is when people start feeling like they are losing control over their own body. But it does not have to reach that point, because once you understand what is happening, once you connect these signs to the real cause, you can start to fix it. You can support your body again. You can give it what it needs to function the way it should. And when that happens, these same symptoms can begin to improve. Energy can rise, the mind can feel clearer, the body can feel stronger. It won't happen overnight, but it will begin. So the next time you feel these small changes, don't ignore them. Listen to your body, because it has been trying to tell you the truth all along. Now let's talk about something that gives real hope. Because once the body starts getting this vitamin again, things don't stay the same. Slowly, step by step, the body begins to respond. Not in a dramatic way, not overnight, but in a way you can feel. The first thing many people notice is their energy, that constant tired feeling. It starts to lift. You wake up and feel a little more fresh. Not perfect, but better. You move around and don't feel as heavy as before. Simple tasks feel easier. Walking, standing, even doing small chores. They don't drain you the same way. This happens because your body is finally able to use the food you eat. The energy you were missing, it starts to come back. The body is no longer struggling the same way. Then your mind begins to change. You feel more clear. You can focus better. Conversations feel easier to follow. You don't pause as much trying to remember simple things. That foggy feeling, it starts to fade. It's not about becoming young again, it's about feeling more like yourself again, because your brain now has the support it needs. The signals inside your brain move better, faster, more smoothly, and that makes a real difference in daily life. Then comes your strength. Your muscles begin to respond better. Standing up feels easier, walking feels more steady. Your balance improves. You feel a bit more confident moving around. That fear of falling, it slowly reduces. This is very important, because once strength and balance improve, your independence improves too. You don't have to rely on others as much. You feel more in control of your body. And that feeling, it matters a lot. There is also a change you may notice when you look in the mirror. Your skin. It may start to look a little healthier, a little brighter, not because of creams or anything outside, but because of what is happening inside. When your body gets the right support, your cells repair better, blood flow improves, and that shows on your skin. It's a small change, but it feels good. Then there is your mood. This is something many people don't expect. You feel a bit lighter, a bit more positive. You have more interest in things. You feel like talking, moving, being part of daily life again. That low feeling, that quiet sadness, it starts to ease. And this is not just in your mind. When your body gets what it needs, the chemicals in your brain begin to balance again, and that affects how you feel every day. Now here is something very important to understand. This vitamin does not reverse age. It does something better. It supports your body so it can function the way it is meant to, even as you age. It helps your cells repair, it helps your nerves stay strong, it helps your blood carry oxygen properly, it helps your brain stay active. So instead of your body slowing down too fast, it moves at a more natural pace. And that is the real goal. Not to stop time, but to slow the damage, to stay active longer, to think clearly, to move with strength, to enjoy life without feeling tired all the time. Now, not everyone will feel the same changes at the same speed. Some people notice small improvements in a few weeks. For others, it takes more time. It depends on how low the levels were and how long the body has been missing this support. But one thing is clear, when the body gets what it needs, it responds, it starts to repair, it starts to rebuild, it starts to protect itself again. And many of the problems people thought were just aging begin to improve. So if you have been feeling low on energy, weak in your body, slow in your mind, don't assume it's the end of the road. Sometimes it's just the body asking for help. And when you give it that help, even in a simple way, the change can be real. Because deep inside, your body still knows how to heal. It just needs the right support to begin. Now let's talk about the part that really matters for daily life. Because knowing about the problem is one thing, but knowing what to do about it is what truly helps. This vitamin we've been talking about, your body cannot make it on its own. It must come from what you eat, or sometimes from supplements. And this is where many people get confused. They think, I eat every day, so I must be getting everything I need. But it doesn't always work that way. Let's keep it simple. This vitamin is found mostly in animal-based foods. Things like eggs, milk, yogurt, meat, and fish. If you eat these foods regularly, you are already getting some amount. For example, a simple breakfast with eggs and a glass of milk can help. A meal with chicken or fish can also add to your daily intake. But here is the catch. As we grow older, the body does not absorb this vitamin as easily as before. Even if the food is good, the body may not take in enough of it. The stomach may not break it down properly. The intestines may not absorb it fully. So what looks like enough from the outside may still be low on the inside. That is why consistency becomes very important. It's not about eating something once in a while. It's about making it a regular part of your daily routine. Small, simple choices, done every day, can make a big difference over time. Now, some people may not eat much of these foods, maybe due to taste, habit, or health reasons. Some people avoid meat. Some cannot digest certain foods well. In those cases, getting enough from diet alone becomes harder. This is where supplements can help. But here, you have to be careful. Not every supplement is the same, and more is not always better. The goal is not to take high doses blindly. The goal is to give your body the right amount it needs, safely and regularly. For many seniors, a simple daily supplement can help fill the gap. It can support what the diet is missing. It can give the body a steady supply so levels don't drop again. Sometimes, in cases where the deficiency is very low, doctors may suggest a stronger dose for a short time. This could be in the form of tablets or even injections. But that depends on the person. It should always be done with proper guidance. Now, there is another small but important thing people often forget: timing and absorption. Taking the vitamin is one step. Making sure your body absorbs it is another. For example, having it with food can sometimes help the body use it better. Keeping your stomach healthy also plays a role. Simple habits like eating balanced meals, staying hydrated, and avoiding long gaps without food can support better absorption. And don't forget this: your body needs support from more than one place. This vitamin is important, yes, but it works best when your overall lifestyle supports it. Simple things matter. A short daily walk, even 10 to 15 minutes. It helps blood flow. It helps your body use nutrients better. Getting some sunlight. It supports your overall health and keeps your body active. Sleeping on time. Giving your body rest so it can repair itself. These are not big changes, but they work together. Food, supplements, daily habits. All of them support your body in a simple, natural way. Now I want to make one thing very clear. There is no need to make things complicated. You don't need a long list of expensive foods. You don't need 10 different supplements. You don't need strict routines that are hard to follow. Keep it simple. Eat regular meals. Include foods that support your body. If needed, take a basic supplement. Stay active. Rest well. That's it. Because when you keep things simple, you can stay consistent. And consistency is what brings results. Over time, your body starts to feel the difference. Energy improves. Strength improves. The mind feels clearer. You feel more like yourself again. Not because of one big change, but because of small steps done daily. So don't wait for things to get worse. Don't wait until your body feels completely drained. Start with what you can do today. Simple food, simple support, done every day. Because the real change does not come from doing something once. It comes from doing the right things again and again. Now let's bring all of this together in a simple and honest way. Over the past few years, more and more attention has been going toward this one small but powerful change. Not because it is new, but because people are finally seeing what happens when it is ignored, and what happens when it is corrected. For a long time, many of these symptoms were treated one by one. Low energy. Give something for energy. Weak muscles. Something else. Memory issues. Another solution. Low mood. Something different again. Each problem looked separate on the surface. But now, people are starting to connect the dots. They are seeing that in many seniors, these problems are not isolated, they are linked, and sometimes they all trace back to the same root. The body missing something it truly needs. That is why this simple fix is getting attention. Not because it is a miracle, not because it promises something unrealistic, but because it is practical, it is real, and it fits into everyday life. When seniors start correcting this deficiency, the feedback is often very similar. They say, "I feel more awake during the day." They say, "I don't feel as weak when I walk." They say, "My mind feels a bit clearer." They say, "I feel more like myself again." These are not big, dramatic claims. They are small, honest changes. But when you put them together, they matter a lot, because life is made of these small moments. Having the energy to get up without struggle, being able to walk without fear, holding a conversation without losing track, feeling present, feeling involved. These are the things that make daily life better. And when a simple daily habit can support this, it deserves attention. Now here is something very important to understand. This is not about replacing everything else. It is not about ignoring other health needs. It is one piece of the puzzle. But sometimes, it is the missing piece that was holding everything back. That is why awareness is growing. People are starting to check their levels. They are starting to pay attention to early signs. They are no longer brushing everything off as just aging. And this shift in thinking, it changes outcomes. Because when you catch a deficiency early, when you support the body on time, you prevent bigger problems later. You stay ahead, instead of trying to catch up. Now, does this mean every single person will feel the same results? No. Every body is different. Some people improve quickly. Some take more time. Some may have other conditions that also need care. But one thing stays true. When the body is given what it needs, it has a better chance to function well. And that is the goal. Not perfection, not going back in time, but moving forward with strength, clarity, and control. And the best part is, this is not complicated. It does not require extreme steps. It does not demand big changes overnight. It starts with awareness, then simple action, then consistency. That's it. And over time, those simple steps build something powerful. A body that feels supported. A mind that feels clearer. A life that feels more active. So instead of chasing complex solutions, instead of ignoring the signs, sometimes the smartest move is to look at what your body has been quietly asking for all along. Because in many cases, the answer is not far away. It has been simple, it has been within reach, and it has been waiting for you to notice.